we're breaking down how to snag those elusive rusted gears. Get ready to loot like a pro and find out the best maps for maximizing your haul. Next level, then, we'll take a closer look at the top hotspots you can scour for rusted gears. No more stumbling around aimlessly. Let's turn that scavenging grind into a victory lap. Meanwhile, in the lobby, but wait, there's more. We'll also reveal where to find rusted tools for your gunsmith upgrades. Because what's better than blasting baddies? Blasting baddies with your supercharged weaponry. Final boss tonight, and last but certainly not least, we're diving into where to find those life-saving rusted shut medical kits. Upgrade that medical lab and become the ultimate survivor. If you're pumped for more tips and tricks, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and smash the bell icon so you never miss an epic drop. Now, let's get into our first story. Are you ready to raid like a pro? In the world of Arc Raiders, rusted gears are the core of upgrades and crafting. Understanding how to find them can elevate your gameplay and get you ahead of the competition. So, what exactly are rusted gears? They are essential recyclable items in Arc Raiders, often critical for upgrading your weapons and equipment. Players searching for these rare finds will benefit from knowing where to go and what to look for. The great news is that rusted gears primarily spawn in industrial tagged areas, which are clearly indicated on the map. This is crucial because, while you can technically find these gears almost anywhere on the vast terrain, your chances of scoring them outside designated industrial zones are significantly lower. The best maps to hunt for rusted gears are Dam Battlegrounds and Spaceport. Let's break it down. Starting with Dam Battlegrounds, players often spawn near strategic industrial locations, making it a great starting point. The northern section features the Power Generation Complex and the Hydroponic Dome Complex, while the southern side includes the Scrapyard and Water Treatment Control. Each of these areas is marked with industrial tags, boosting your chances of collecting the rusted gears you need. But the real treasure trove awaits you in Spaceport. This map is like a buffet for gear hunters. With industrial areas clustered in the center, you can efficiently scavenge during every raid. You want to aim for the heart of Spaceport. This is where most of your rusted gears will be found. Not only do rusted gears allow you to upgrade the gunsmith, but they can also be recycled into metal parts and mechanical components, which are crucial for crafting weapons and ammunition. So, these gears are not just shiny collectibles. They play a vital role in your overall survival strategy in Arc Raiders. One noteworthy point in the game's mechanics is the RNG factor in looting. Sometimes you can search a dozen containers and find only scraps, while other times, a single raid nets you multiple gears. This randomness adds an exciting layer of strategy as you plan your scavenging runs. As players engage more with the game, community threads are lighting up with tips and memes about the mad rush for rusted gears. One Reddit user recently posted about their epic 7-gear haul from a single raid, which had the entire community buzzing and sharing their own stories of loot luck. Stick around, next patch may break the meta. Plus, News 2 drops brand new gameplay tomorrow. Attention loot hunters and gear scavengers. If you've been roaming the maps of Arc Raiders looking for rusted gears, we've got the intel you need. Knowing the exact locations and strategies can make the difference between a successful raid and coming back empty-handed. Finding rusted gears is more than just luck, it's about strategy and location. These valuable items are essential for upgrades and crafting in Arc Raiders, and they primarily spawn in industrial zones marked with specific icons on the map. If you're aware of the key hotspots, you can streamline your scavenging efforts and significantly boost your loot count. Let's dive into the top locations where you can find rusted gears. First on the list is Dam Battlegrounds. This place is like an oasis for scavengers. As you're raiding, you'll often start close to several industrial tagged sites. The two most promising areas are the Power Generation Complex and Hydroponic Dome Complex located in the north, which are excellent places to kick off your loot run. In the southern part, you've got the Scrapyard and Water Treatment Control, another perfect duo for maximizing your gear gather. But hold onto your controllers, because the real jackpot is in Spaceport. This map is densely packed with industrial zones right in the center, making it a prime target for your rusted gear hunt. During most raids, you'll want to prioritize the heart of the Spaceport to snag those valuable items quickly and efficiently. The looting mechanism, however, has a sprinkle of RNG chaos. While you might dive headfirst into an array of lootable containers, sometimes those gears seem to hide like precious artifacts waiting for the worthy. It keeps players on their toes, but when you hit the jackpot, there's no better feeling than walking away with a full inventory. In terms of community feedback, players are already sharing their triumphs and failures on forums and Reddit threads. One user recently praised their newfound strategy for hitting the Spaceport mid-raid, showing impressive screenshots of 8 gears collected in a single run. It's inspiring players who may have previously struggled to find these items, and turning them into rusted gear hunting machines. Stick around, next patch may break the meta. Plus, News 3 reveals crucial rusted tools locations that will change your raiding experience tomorrow. Get ready to upgrade your arsenal. In Arc Raiders, rusted tools are the unsung heroes of weapon crafting. Knowing where and how to find these vital components can set you on the path to dominating the competition. Rusted tools are essential for upgrading your gunsmith station. This upgrade opens up new craftable items and even higher tier blueprints that can significantly improve your gameplay. As you battle through the wasteland, these tools will be crucial for ensuring you have the best firepower available. So where can you find rusted tools? Let's break down the top locations. When scavenging for these hidden treasures, two areas come to mind as reliable hotspots: the power generation complex and the container storage facility. Both spots are known for their high density of breachable containers, making them prime hunting grounds for any player focused on upgrading their arsenal. At the power generation complex, you'll want to navigate carefully. There are plenty of lootable boxes that could contain rusted tools. A little extra attention devoted to scouring every nook could lead to finding multiple tools in a single run. Meanwhile, container storage offers plenty of opportunities as well, filled with crates begging to be opened. Just remember, these areas can attract other players, so bring your A game and keep an eye on your surroundings. Additionally, there are a few other spots worth mentioning. The warehouse complex, located near the checkpoint, also has its share of lootable containers, making it a worthy stop on your scavenging journey. You'll also want to keep your eyes peeled around adorned wreckage, which sometimes yields rusted tools. However, players are cautioned against searching in the Blue Gate. This map is notoriously packed with stronger enemies, and hefty PvP action can make it a dangerous environment for players just looking to gather rusted tools. A similar warning goes out for Buried City, where the scarcity of mechanical and industrial loot means you're likely to come up empty. The community is buzzing with excitement over discovering these locations. One Redditor recently posted their loot haul from a session in container storage, stemming from a single breach that yielded not just rusted tools, but a ton of other valuable components. Players are sharing tips, piecing together strategies to secure their own loot runs with these newfound locations. Stick around, next patch may break the meta. Plus, news for dives into where to find those life-saving rusted shut medical kits tomorrow. Get ready to heal up, Raiders. Today, we're focusing on one of the game's most crucial items, the rusted shut medical kits. Knowing how to find these kits can be the difference between life and death as you explore the perilous environments of Ark Raiders. Rusted shut medical kits are a key resource for upgrading your medical lab, allowing you to craft potent healing items essential for your survival. As you traverse the unforgiving landscapes filled with enemies, having a solid supply of medical gear can keep you in the fight longer and better prepare you for intense encounters. Stocking up on these kits isn't just smart, it can be the lifeline that turns the tide during a raid. So, where do you find these life-saving kits? The best advice is to focus on medical-centered points of interest on the map. The premier location to kick off your search is the hospital in Buried City. As the only dedicated medical point in the current game versions, it stands out. The hospital has multiple floors filled with potential loot, making it highly efficient for players looking to gather rusted shut medical kits. Just be aware, because it's a popular spot, you may run into other players also hunting for supplies, so stay alert. If the hospital doesn't yield the loot you're after, don't fret. Another great location to try is the testing annex on the southeastern part of Dam Battlegrounds. While this area does share its loot pool with commercial goods, players report consistent success finding at least one medical kit per session. The second floor is particularly fruitful, as it's packed with shelves and drawers that often hide the kits you need. Plus, its proximity to the Red Lakes balcony lift can set you up for a quick getaway in case things heat up. You might also want to keep an eye on additional areas for loot hunting, such as Research, Piazza Arbusto, and Plaza Rosa, all found within Buried City. Of these three, Plaza Rosa and Research tend to have the highest drop rates for rusted shut medical kits. However, these locations can be more challenging to navigate due to player traffic, so only venture there if you're already in the area or in need of an additional stop. The community has been buzzing about these tips, with many players sharing their successful runs. One player recounted how they took on the hospital and walked away with 3 rusted shut medical kits and an unexpected bonus of other medical supplies, a thread that quickly gained traction. The camaraderie among players is palpable as everyone shares their experiences, and memes about surviving the hectic looting moments are flooding social media, keeping the community engaged and excited. Stick around, next patch may break the meta. Plus, we'll wrap things up with a special outro you won't want to miss tomorrow. Alright GameBite fam, let's turbo recap. We learned all about where to grab those elusive rusted gears in Ark Raiders. The best spots for epic loot runs are Dam Battlegrounds and Spaceport. Remember to keep an eye out for those critical rusted tools to upgrade your arsenal.